Hey guys, this is Sam here with Abeloff GMC Kia. I'm here to talk to you about the 2024 Kia EV9 Land. And before I go into this vehicle and everything this trim has to offer, I want to talk a little about the background of the EV9. Kia initially shocked the world with its release of the Telluride, which is a larger premium mid-size SUV, and the Telluride was such a smash hit that every year since, it has also sold more units than the last. Now with the rise of EVs and Kia's strategy to extend its electric lineup, they decided to come out with what couldn't possibly be anything other than an electric format of this vehicle, and the result of this was the EV9. So let's go a little bit further into this stunning and unique SUV, shall we? But first, we don't get too many EVs in. Kia, again, they're just kind of starting to put out full EVs that don't even have gas versions. I'm filming this in March, and there are some incredible incentives for this month. This one specifically, they just marked it. All qualifying rebates end up being over $9,000. It's crazy. We haven't seen incentives like these in years. But if you're interested in the EV9 or you have any questions about it, give us a call at 570-421-9900 and always ask for Sam. And let's start with the specs, because I know a lot of people who want an EV, they're interested in the specs of the thing. The range, it's different for different trims, but the range on the Land is 280 miles. It has a dual motor with a 99.8 kilowatt per hour battery. As far as the power, it has 380 horsepower and 445 pound-feet of torque, and its 0 to 60 is 5.7 seconds. Now onto the exterior. So let's start with the wheels. These wheels, they're black, they're 20-inch, they're alloy, and they also have a machined finish. It's very futuristic, and the Land and higher, you get an LED cube projection headlights with a digital pattern lighting grille. You can choose which pattern it is by selecting it and restarting the vehicle. I think there are up to 5 of them. This feature is not available on with matte paint finishes. You're gonna get a body color grille, match with the rest of the exterior, and further give it that futuristic branding and look that Kia is going for with their newer vehicles, especially the electric ones. There's going to be gloss black lower body cladding and wheel arch molding. You're going to get a dark silver lower body side garnish, illuminated charge port on the right side of the vehicle, that's where it is, and being illuminated gives it that sort of higher end EV feel, and it has an onboard power generator outlet that can help power external devices using the battery. It also has an option of adding the tow package. This one has that, which brings the towing capacity from 2,000 to 5,000 pounds. Now let's go on to the interior. A personal favorite feature of mine with the interior on the EV9 is the blind spot view monitor on the higher ones. Because if you hit the turn signal, one of the gauges on the screen behind the steering wheel will turn into a camera view of your blind spot. And even if this is in your peripheral vision while you're driving, it definitely does help, and it's just another way for Kia to make use of the abundant screen space that they're putting in their newer vehicles nowadays. Some other safety features are side parking distance warning, which will let you know if an object is getting close to you from the side of the vehicle, as opposed to just in front of or behind it. Something else that's super cool is a surround view monitor with a 3D view. This automatically comes on when you go into reverse. It also has the mirror side tilt, so it's almost like the vehicle goes through this whole routine of what it does when you go into reverse. But right here, you got, you know, turn the steering wheel. These grids, these prediction grids, it'll tell you where the vehicle's heading. They also have that on the surround view monitor. There are multiple different camera views that you can shift through. One of them is a 3D view, which is super cool. If you put the vehicle in reverse, it'll give you a view from not just above, but sort of a diagonal view. And there's also a front camera view, which is really cool as well. And when you start driving, it'll go away eventually, but there's like a delay, so that when you're going in a parking lot or anything like that, you have a little bit more of a view of that. You have a rear view from above for if you're towing something. They have side view to make sure, you know, if you're in like a Starbucks drive-through, they want to make sure that you don't get too close to a curb. I know some Starbucks drive-thrus are pretty crazy with that. And then if you want, you can go all camera view. But let's go back to that standard view. And again, if you want to get that 3D view, which is extremely cool. I haven't seen something like this in any vehicle but a Kia. Then you're welcome to do that as well. Now this is another feature which is a total smash hit. You can have this on when you're driving, when you're parked, when you're in reverse. This is called the full display mirror. And right here where you got the mirror, you just flip it up and you get a camera view of what's behind you. Now it may sound, you know, it's a rear view mirror, Sam. What's the point of having it turn into a camera screen? Well, one, it looks extremely cool. It's also extremely high quality. Two, there are multiple things you can do with it. If you press this button, you can change the brightness, and there's also, you can go up or down And what's cool is it doesn't just glitch from one frame to the other. It actually adjusts, which is really, really interesting. And third, the actual utilitarian point of this feature is if you have a lot of stuff in the back and you can't really see through that rear windshield, this is just another way for you to see behind the vehicle. You're also going to get auto-dimming side view mirrors for when that jerk is behind you with the brights on. They're also heated, and they also come with LED turn signals, which is just another way that people can see your vehicle, especially when it's snowing or really dark or rainy out. And there's also 10-way power adjustable driver's seat with 4-way lumbar support, and also a premium relaxation comfort setting, and 2-way power leg extension for those long trips when your legs feel like they need a little bit of support underneath. People might hear about features like this and think, it sounds like a little much, but honestly, like if you take those longer trips, I used to live in Pittsburgh and I would visit family in Allentown, and that was a heck of a drive. After that 2-3 hour mark, you want to hit a gas station and take a stretch, but this is something that sort of prevents that and makes it a little easier on the body. There's going to be heated and cooled first and second row seats. There's also power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. A lot of these features, they're high-end features that may have been around for a while, but some of them are definitely newer, like the full display mirror and the 3D view. A surround view monitor has been around for a while, but 3D view is just revolutionary. There's a second row slide out center console, give you a little bit of extra space, and second row sunshades as well, for if you have someone in the second row who wants to take a little nap and they want to block out some of that sun. Now, there are different trims you can get on the seats. This one has quilted striped Syntex, and it just has more of a detailed and luxurious look and feel to it. And lastly, with the Land, you're going to get a 14 speaker Meridian premium audio system. This is really something because Meridian is known primarily for their work with Land Rover and Jaguar vehicles, but it automatically comes with these. And so it's great to see Kia using the same quality speakers, especially in their flagship EV. I mean, why the heck not? But that is the 2024 Kia EV9 Land. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is this something you'd consider in the search for your next EV SUV? This is my first video back with Abeloff again, so I'm going to be doing a lot more of these, like a lot. Like I literally have about at least 50 different videos planned out and ready. And my plan is to do a different video for a different trim for every single vehicle that Kia has. So if that's something you're interested in, if you want to learn more about Kia vehicles, if you want to learn more about the different features, I'm going to make videos about features and stuff too, as well as colors and everything, updates, new vehicles they're coming out with. I'm going to do all sorts of stuff. Then make sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button as well so you can see more of the stuff that we're putting out in the future. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe.